We are here now. Third time is a charm. Let's hope that we finally get some momentum out there. Get this, tell a friend and tell a friend. Perfect timing. This week is going to be for the history books. We got Avengers Doomsday trailer, Supergirl, and possibly Green Lantern. You see this lantern? You see this one? Comment section, what does this one represent? This is the indigo. Purple doubt. Yeah, ooh, look, check this one out. This is time for Doomsday. With the slippers. You know what I'm saying? We're doing good. We're living good right now. You know what I'm saying? Since I showed y'all the Gambit socks, Avengers Doomsday. What to expect? What to expect? It better not be a teaser. One, because I swear to God, I swear to the moon. If it's a teaser, don't do that. Don't troll us, man. You already did the chair thing. I think they heard loud and clear. That's because they didn't do the chair thing again. That's not funny. I don't know if y'all thought that was funny. Y'all sent us a picture of a set photo and one, oh, it's the A. That means the Avengers. It's an Avengers movie. Oh, it's the X. That means the X-Men. We know that already. Beast was at the end of Ms. Marvel. We know that already. So why? Give us something of substance, man. We need a full trailer. One. Two, if we hear Dr. Doom's voice for the first time, Robert Downey Jr., he better have an accent. I swear to God, he better have an accent. He better have some sort of, I don't know what, Transylvanian, Yugoslavian. He needs to have some sort of accent. Character, scene. Even if you gotta go method. Let's go.
Post-traumatic stress disorder after less than a week in Vietnam.
As far as the reveals, you're not gonna get a lot of reveals because they're saving that for the movie. Same way Deadpool, Wolverine, you weren't gonna know that Blade was coming back. You wasn't gonna know that Channing Tatum was gonna show up as Gambit. You weren't supposed to know that until you saw the movie. So they have to leave things to the element of surprise, obviously. You know this has been mainly speculation. We heard Daniel RPK said that this is actually a descriptive rundown of what's going to be in the trailer. This opens up in this scene, and we don't know. You don't know. I'm leaving it as a pleasant surprise. I'm trust falling into Kevin Feige's arms. Trust falling into James Gunn's arms. And with Scarlett Johansson being announced to be in Batman 2, obviously I'm trust falling into Matt Reeves' arms. I made a video on social media, on TikTok, breaking down specifically why it should be Poison Ivy. Everyone has the Andrea Beaumont, I forgot what the other one was, that is supposedly tied into the Court of Owls. That's cool, I guess. You don't have to have everything so identically comic accurate. But don't open up a New York pizza shop and you selling tacos. Oh, we switching it up. These are pizza tacos. These are New York pizza tacos. We shaped the bread to look like tacos, but it's got tomato sauce and cheese, but it's the shape of a taco. With pepperonis, but it's the shape of a taco. Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Why? That you kicking yourself in the ass. Why are you kicking us in the ass? Why? What's that about? Where Robin was some random dude that his name wasn't even Dick Grayson, some cop investigate. Like, don't do that. The Penguin is the main reason why I think it needs to be Poison Ivy. I just heard recently on TikTok, somebody replied and told me that they announced supposedly it's not going to be Poison Ivy. I don't know how true that is because there's rumors circulating everywhere in the movie world, in the superhero movie world, of course, as well. I'm hoping that's not true because Poison Ivy would be the most exciting because it could still be a grounded universe and be fantastical at the same time. And that's a flex. That's a flex. Like, for Matt Reeves. I still kept it realistic and grounded if you think about it, because scientifically, if you're a botany prodigy, you can create plants that have a mind of their own. You can create plants that grow at a rapid rate. You can also create serums for other villains. The laughing gas for the Joker, the fear toxin for the Scarecrow. that would tie into Arkham, that would tie into the Penguin, bleeding tooth mushrooms. Maybe she had something to do with that. They said Batman Part 2 is supposed to pick up where Penguin left off. How would Andrea Beaumont or this other Vicky Vale or these other chicks, how would they tie into that? You tell me. And we're going to get people stretching. We're going to get people doing all types of yoga moves. Oh, well, it's because in comic, he was in the, and you see the owls on the curtains when the Penguin was in the courthouse. No. Let's keep it exciting. Let's keep it interesting. That's too tedious, man. We doing homework? We got to go with Batman comics and textbooks while we're in the theater? Okay, on page, reading glasses. Okay, and put on my IMAX glasses. No. Avatar 3, I took a big dump on. No, I didn't go that hard, but I kind of took a dump on Avatar 3, the last 2 episodes. Listen, I'm going to give it the benefit of the doubt that Avatar 3 might actually be really good. I'm hearing that the studio doesn't want to tamper with it. That's a good sign, but at the same time, a lot of studios barely know what's good and what's not. That's why they be throwing a lot of bullshit out to the wind, and it flops. So, Avatar 3 might be amazing. I'm excited to see if it is good. I'm definitely, like I said, as long as it's visually appealing, I can appreciate it just for that. And I did with the last 2 movies. I cannot for the life of me barely tell you what those movies were about. I know the base story with Sully and, and colonizing the planet for minerals. Past that and the family members and the interbreeding, it got a little jumbled in my brain. We'll see. I might have to rewatch 2, but that's a long-ass movie. I gotta lie. I'm doing this, I'm making music, I'm doing editing, I'm a one-man team. What am I don't have time. Give me the VR glasses, and maybe I'll walk around the train station with it, but I gotta have a blade like this at the same time, just in case anybody try to take advantage of me because I can't see actual reality. Wicked. I gotta talk about Wicked. Yeah, it came and went. It's, it's in the theaters, I think, right now still. I'm a little late, but we saw Wicked. We didn't get to finish watching the first one because it was too much singing. Me and my friend, we don't like someone's goddamn singing. Unless it's on a song, we don't like musicals. So, and little known fact, I'm from New York, from the Bronx. Went to a lot of plays growing up. I got to see the Rockettes at Rockefeller Center. I got to see Beauty and the Beast. I even got to see a small off-Broadway play of Mortal Kombat. Swear to God. You can look it up. It happened in the 90s. There was a lot of weird shit happening back then. I loved it. Jax had the spandex and it looked like metal. Yeah, it was weird. But yeah, I'm not a big fan of musicals, so we paused it midway and we saw Wicked 2 came out. We went back, watched the rest of part 1. That actually was a lot better than we expected once we got through the musical parts. Do we feel like the musicals should have been shortened? Absolutely. Were they ever going to do that? No, because it was originally a play. So they had to let those sequences and those dance sequences, I guess, be somewhat identical to the play. Part 2, I don't know how a lot of people said, it was all right. Part 1 was better. I heard a lot of that. I heard quite a few people saying that. I thought part 2 was phenomenal. I thought it was way better than part 1. I'm hearing rumors of a spin-off, part 3, possibly. Excited for that. I'm definitely looking forward to that. It's gonna be super interesting. I even love how at the end, she never died. I did not know that because I never watched the play. She was in some trapdoor or something. I guess she faked her death. Fire, but the overall message, oh man, it was heartfelt. Being an outcast, being misunderstood, being ahead of your time. How a lot of the outcasts are actually the trendsetters and people are scared of stepping out of their comfort zone. And that's the only reason why they don't really like you that much is because they don't understand you. Oh man, phenomenal. Loved Wicked and loved Wicked for good. Can't wait to see what comes after that. So we ended off here. We're going to keep this one nice and short. I keep it moving. You guys want longer episodes? Tell a friend to tell a friend. We got to boost the numbers. We a baby channel. You know what I'm saying? I'm learning how to walk. I'm learning how to not shit my diapers. So, new Men in Black movie coming out. I'm hyped. I truly believe with Will Smith, that is the greatest work he's ever done besides Fresh Prince of Bel-Air. It's not a slight, it's a compliment. It's just a brutally honest compliment, but it's actually a more positive than negative. That is the greatest work that he's done other than Fresh Prince. Classic. 3 was first 2 amazing. This is a great time with all this disclosure and all, and being a conspiracy theorist is actually more mainstream than ever. So everybody's on board with the alien theories, and oh man, this is a great time for that. Now, remember, Zeph Solis, I'm the idea guy. That's why you here with me. We're giving you the vision, Reclues Vision. That movie should be a worldwide catastrophic event. The Mind Wiper, they're going to have to get a big one and prop it up like a satellite in the sky to just flash the whole planet, to forget that aliens have run rampant all over the planet. They started revealing themselves. All the aliens that were disguised as the local newspaper guy and the cab driver, they all started revealing themselves through some sort of either malfunction or a galactic rebellion would be even better. And they just all running rampant. It's kind of like Ghostbusters when they would just, all the ghosts were let loose all around the city. But this is worldwide. And you see shots from India, from Africa, and all these people interacting with all this alien life that has introduced itself to us fully. And how there's thousands of alien species and now they're running rampant all over the planet. And then this talk of us integrating into the intergalactic family finally. We're not like sheltered in a bubble, which I think that's happening in real life. Real life. Art imitates life, life imitates art. Maybe at the end they get the, I forgot what the name of that was, but they get the Mind Wiper and they make a big one. And they have to go into space in spacesuits and everything, bring it out into the sky. Will Smith is floating. He has to push it out there. And he tells his new partner, he's got a new protege, all right, turn it on. And they, but then it accidentally wipes Will's mind. And he's never an agent again after that. And now his partner has to be sad because now he has to carry on the torch and not have this relationship. He just bonded with his mentor. Yo, I'm too good. I swear to God. Once we drop these hit records in 2026, we take the world by storm. It's going to last about a good 5 or 6 years because I'm older. I don't want to do this shit too long. I'm always going to create music till I'm 93. But as a career, we're going to rock out hardcore for like good 6, 7 years. And then, or maybe even longer, depending how I feel. And when I'm older, be a filmmaker. It's that simple. You know what I'm saying? Jordan Peele did the pivot. Michael Jordan did the pivot of baseball. It didn't work so well, but Jordan Peele did. He's a better example. That'll be my pivot. So you already know. Zephy, Reclues Vision, like I said, longer videos, but it's up to you. You're just getting started. We're gonna give you a little sampler platter, a little sampler platter, and then we could do a full 8-course dinner. Bow to the next episode. You already know. Zephy.